Good afternoon, and welcome to the City of Brotherly Love and Sisterly Affection. Dr. Benjamin, thank you so very much for that wonderful introduction. We're very excited to have you here, and as the former chair of the board of the Pennsylvania Convention Center Authority and working very closely with our Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau, we have been waiting for you for a long time, and we're very excited that APHA is here in Philadelphia. This is a great honor. It's a very exciting moment, and I have to say, man, there are a lot of you here, and we're very happy to see you. So give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you. I'm told that upwards of 10,500 of you are here, and we're very excited to have you here in Philadelphia. Let me please recognize just a few other folks, but I'm going to ask you one more time to give our great Executive Director of APHA, Dr. Georges Benjamin, a big round of applause. Please recognize him. Thank you. In the health community, there is a star-studded cast here, and I'm only going to be just a couple minutes. But the Surgeon General is here, Dr. Regina Benjamin. You'll be seeing her shortly. Cheryl Easley, PhD, the President of the American Public Health Association. I want to welcome her. Jessica Boyer, President of the Pennsylvania Public Health Association, is here with us as well. And a tremendous leader, and one that we feel here in Philly that we are very fortunate to have. The Deputy Mayor for Health and Opportunity, the Health Commissioner of the City of Philadelphia, Dr. Donald Schwartz. I want to thank T.J. McCabe, the meeting planner, for today. He has done a tremendous job. Please give a big round of applause to T.J. Janice Telstar and Jack Ferguson from the PCVB, thank you very much for the great work that you did to make sure this convention made it here to Philadelphia. You have two incredible stars who you're going to be hearing from, one very shortly and one is your keynote. Celine Cousteau is here with us, the granddaughter of Jacques Cousteau, and depending on your age, and I was the first to admit to her, I grew up watching her grandfather, learning about the world of underwater and the many thousands and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives that were touched by her family is a true legacy of what impacting public life is all about. And I was very excited, quite honestly, to meet her. The EPA Administrator, Lisa Jackson, one who is very familiar with this region, is, of course, your keynote speaker, and I look forward to meeting with Administrator Jackson on a return visit to Philadelphia, but we're very excited to have the EPA Administrator and one of her caliber and quality that President Obama selected to be Administrator for the EPA. You're in for quite a great treat in her keynote speech. Philadelphia is a city of firsts, and we're very proud of it. It's a particular pride for us that we had the first hospital in America right here, the first medical society, the first school of anatomy, and the home of the first dispensary for medical relief to the poor, a great city of firsts and a source of great pride. Having this annual meeting of APHA focused on health, public health, and water is more than appropriate given some of the things that are going on right here in Philadelphia. Now, there are a lot of things happening in the city, and we were almost on the verge of having a wonderful second celebration here in the city. But our hats are off to our suburb to the north, New York, and we commend Mayor Bloomberg and the Yankees for how things worked out. We're committed in my administration to having the greenest, most sustainable city in the United States of America. And that means lowering our energy consumption, not only for the government, but for businesses and homeowners all throughout the city of Philadelphia. Excuse me. But it also means increasing our tree cover and our green space, acreage in the city. And Philadelphians have responded to the challenge of single-stream recycling and want to have a more green and sustainable city. And we're very proud of the accomplishments that we've made just in less than 2 years. Like cities and metro areas and counties all across America, though, all of us have been impacted by the greatest recession since the Great Depression. And Philadelphia has suffered like many other cities. But we've maintained our commitment to the public health. And I want to give what the young people, I guess, call, I want to give a shout out to our public health employees who are out there working hard each and every day, whether from the routine activities to emergency actions. Our public health department is doing the job on a regular basis. And last year, Philadelphia achieved the highest rate of childhood immunization for the country's 10 largest cities, and we're very proud of that record. You can't help but notice what the conference theme is about. There is literally water, water everywhere, and it's more than just something to talk about. The Philadelphia Water Department is very focused on the issues of water and water safety. And with that in mind, last year, 3 of our water pollution control plants were awarded 3 Peak Performance Awards from the National Association of Clean Water Agencies. We're very serious about water in Philadelphia. The department is championing green, sustainable practices, including the use of free rain barrels to the citizens of this city and our residents, trying to handle stormwater runoff in some pretty creative fashions. Let me give one last shout out to the Water Department and the Public Health Departments. If you go past booth 445, you'll see some of our leadership best practices that are being utilized right here in Philadelphia. The city is committed to strengthening our public health services, and we're committed to improving the quality of life for our residents, notwithstanding the fact that 25% of our population lives in poverty. That doesn't mean that we can't make achievements and that we can't improve the quality of life for Philadelphians. In my 14 and a half years in City Council, as Dr. Benjamin mentioned, and now a little less than 2 years as mayor, if there's any one achievement that I am most proud of, the thing that I believe is quite possibly the greatest accomplishment that I ever worked on, is with one of your own, Dr. Walter Sue. I spent 6 years as a member of City Council fighting the battle to have clean indoor air and protect workers in the workplace. And finally, in 2006, Philadelphia became a clean city from the dangers of secondhand smoke. I'm not a police officer, I'm not a firefighter, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a public health worker. But that work singularly in itself, I know, in fact, will save lives. And I enjoyed working with Dr. Sue and the public health sector here in Philadelphia to bring that about in our city. We've also put forward tough regulations with regard to trans fat, and we want to make sure that children are having nutritious meals in school and get rid of useless calories and other unhealthy foods in the school environment. We're very excited. National health care is just slightly above my pay grade, but obviously we pay attention to what's going on in the public dialogue in Washington and what President Obama is trying to accomplish with the national health care system. We are hopeful that positive results come from Washington, D.C., but we also know that at the local level, again, working with our public health sector, and Dr. Schwartz will talk to you about gelling and all the other things that are going on. But our healthcare workers, even in this, in the midst of H1N1 pandemic, we're doing all that we can to get information out and the vaccines to people who need them, who desperately need them, notwithstanding what's going on out in our public environment in terms of moving people around. And I hope that you've not been too negatively impacted by the ongoing strike here in Philadelphia. We're doing all that we can to make sure that your stay is as enjoyable as possible. Each of you play a critical role in your communities in improving the public health. And for that, on behalf of the 1.5 million Philadelphians and millions of people in the region around us, I want to say thank you to all of you for the great work that you're doing in public health. You improve the quality of life in all of your communities across the country, and we are so proud of the work that you're doing, and we're more proud that you're right here in our little city called Philadelphia. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Please welcome to the stage the President of the Pennsylvania Public Health Association, Jessica Boyer.